The spirit or the Ruach of God moved on the face of the water. Wind creates waves on the water. In ancient Egypt, they had the god Shu, and he was the god of air, atmosphere, and breath. He usually had a headdress with tall feathers, and he was a primordial deity. He separated the sky goddess known as Nut from the earth god Geb, and literally created the space that we breathe in. In Aztec mythology, they had Quetzalcoatl. He was the feathered serpent, and he had a deep connection to the wind in his manifestation known as Ehecatl. He's usually shown with a mask that looks like a bird's beak, and they believe that he would blow the wind through that beak to sweep the path clear for the rain. In Japan, they believed in this mythological figure known as Fūjin or Fūten. He was known as a god of the wind, and he was shown with like red hair and green skin. He was like a type of demon. He was usually shown alongside his brother Raijin or Raijin, who was the god of thunder. And obviously this is also who inspired Raiden for Mortal Kombat 2. In Yoruba religion, there was a goddess known as Oya. She was a powerful Orisha, which was a deity of winds, lightning, and violent storms. She was also linked to the Niger River. She was known for her transformative energy and her ability to bring all types of changes. In Greek mythology, the wind isn't just one entity, it's a bunch of different figures. First, there was Aeolus. He was not a god of the wind, but he was the wind's keeper. He was depicted as a benevolent ruler that controlled the 4 cardinal winds. Boreas was the fierce god of the north wind. He was responsible for the cold of winter and storms, and he was thought of as a strong, bearded, and powerful god. Zephyrus was known as the gentle god of the west wind. He was associated with soft springs and flowers and new life. Notus or Notus controlled the south wind, the wetness and the mist that you get from late summer and autumn storms. And Eurus was the god of the east wind, sometimes seen as less favorable because he would bring dry conditions. And then of course the Romans adopted that same mythology and they just kind of switched out the names. So this story of how humanity came to understand and start to redefine this divine feeling, it is one of incredible complexity and transformation. And the story of Yahweh, the God of the Bible, he's a perfect example of that journey. And you can really get a sense of what Yahweh was originally kind of felt as if you just think of the power of a storm with the dark sky and the rumbling of the air and the cracking of the lightning. That's the type of feeling, the type of power that these people associated with Yahweh.